What if you could sip tea in a charming hill town and then trek to the edge of the world, all in just a matter of hours? In Sri Lanka, this is not just possible, it's a way of life. Whether you're planning your next adventure or simply curious about Sri Lanka, make sure to stay with me. We'll explore fun facts about Sri Lanka and then dive into its vibrant wildlife, timeless traditions, and breathtaking landscapes. Fun facts about Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka, often called the teardrop of India due to its shape and proximity to the subcontinent, boasts over 2,500 years of recorded history, making it a land of deep cultural and historical significance. It's renowned as the birthplace of cinnamon, a prized spice that has been traded globally for over 2 millennia. The island's tea, known as Ceylon tea, is celebrated as the finest in the world, highlighting its prominent role in global trade. Its iconic flag, one of the oldest in existence, carries profound symbolism, representing the nation's unity and diversity. Sri Lanka is also famed for its gemstones, particularly sapphires, which have been sought after for centuries. Cricket is the most beloved sport, deeply ingrained in the country's culture. The island features 8 UNESCO World Heritage Sites, reflecting its rich heritage, and was once connected to India by the ancient land bridge known as Adam's Bridge. Sri Lanka experiences a tropical climate, influenced by 2 monsoon seasons, and serves as a vibrant cultural crossroads, where Buddhism, Hinduism, Islam, and Christianity coexist harmoniously. Yala. Located in Sri Lanka's hill country, at an elevation of 1,041 meters, Yala transforms the landscape into a mesmerizing display of mountains and tea plantations. The town is marked by the iconic Yala Gap, a deep valley that cuts through the southern mountain wall, offering views that stretch to the coastal plains. Nine Arch Bridge stands as an engineering marvel, its 9 massive arches supporting trains as they pass through lush tea gardens. Built in 1921 during British colonial times, the bridge was constructed entirely of stone, brick, and cement, without using any steel. Little Adams Peak, rising 1,141 meters, offers a relatively easy hike leading to panoramic views of the Yala Gap and surrounding valleys. The area's microclimate creates perfect conditions for tea cultivation, with the cool mountain air and frequent mist, providing ideal growing conditions. Tea factories still operate using century-old machinery, processing leaves picked by hand from the surrounding slopes. Sigiriya Rock Fortress. Rising dramatically from the central plains, this ancient palace and fortress complex soars 200 meters above the surrounding landscape. Built in the 5th century by King Kashyapa, Sigiriya's most striking feature is its near-vertical walls, topped by a flat-topped summit that spans 1.6 hectares. The Lion Gate, once a massive, brick-built lion, still shows its enormous paws carved into the rock. Though the head had long collapsed, these paws guarded the final ascent to the palace. The western wall features the renowned Sigiriya frescoes, ancient paintings of celestial maidens that have retained their vibrant colors for over 1,500 years. A highly sophisticated hydraulic system still functions today, feeding the water gardens at the base through an intricate network of fountains and channels. The mirror wall, polished so thoroughly it once reflected like glass, contains over 1,800 pieces of ancient graffiti, some dating back to the 8th century. Today, 1,200 limestone steps lead visitors to the summit, where remnants of the royal palace offer panoramic views of the ancient gardens and surrounding jungle. Yala National Park. Sprawling across Sri Lanka's southeast coast, Yala stands as the country's most visited and second-largest national park. The landscape is a remarkable blend of semi-arid terrain, ranging from dense jungle to open grasslands and coastal lagoons. It boasts the world's highest density of leopards, with these elusive cats often spotted draped across tree branches or prowling through the bush. Ancient Buddhist ruins, scattered throughout the park, reveal its historical significance as part of an ancient civilization. The park's unique ecosystem supports 44 different species of mammals, including sloth bears, elephants, and crocodiles. The coastline features massive rock formations and endless stretches of pristine beach where sea turtles come to nest. Bird enthusiasts flock here to observe over 215 species. The park experiences 2 monsoon seasons, transforming the landscape from dusty plains to lush greenery. Block 1. The most visited area showcases all of Yala's diverse habitats within a relatively compact space. Gal Fort. Perched on Sri Lanka's southwestern coast, Gal Fort stands as the finest preserved colonial fortress in South Asia. Built by the Portuguese in the 16th century and extensively fortified by the Dutch in the 17th century, its massive ramparts have withstood both time and tsunami. The fort's impressive granite walls encompass 130 acres of living history, where colonial-era buildings blend with modern boutiques and cafes. The iconic lighthouse, built in 1939, marks the fort's southernmost point, standing sentinel over the harbor that once made Gal a crucial trading port. The Dutch Reformed Church, built in 1755, features unique architectural elements, including its floor, paved with gravestones from Dutch cemeteries. The narrow streets follow the original grid pattern laid out by the Dutch, lined with buildings that showcase a unique fusion of European architectural styles and South Asian traditions. Walking along the ramparts at sunset offers views of traditional fishing boats dotting the horizon, while locals gather to play cricket in the grassy areas below. The fort's coral and limestone walls have proven remarkably resilient. During the 2004 tsunami, they protected the inner city from devastation. Nuara Elia. Often called Little England, Nuara Elia sits 1,868 meters above sea level in Sri Lanka's Central Highlands. The landscape is a patchwork of carefully manicured tea estates, where bright-clad tea pluckers still hand-pick leaves using traditional methods. The city retains its colonial charm, with Tudor-style hotels, a post office from the Victorian era, and an 18-hole golf course established in 1889, one of Asia's oldest. Lake Gregory, created by British Governor William Gregory in 1873, mirrors the surrounding hills and often becomes shrouded in morning mist. The climate here is unique for Sri Lanka, with temperatures rarely exceeding 20 degrees Celsius or 68 degrees Fahrenheit. This cool weather allows for the cultivation of vegetables and flowers typically found in European gardens. The Pedro Tea Estate, established in 1885, still operates using traditional machinery, producing some of the world's most sought-after high-grown teas. Horton Plains National Park lies nearby, where the landscape suddenly drops 870 meters at world's end. Marissa Beach. Located on Sri Lanka's southern coast, Marissa has transformed from a quiet fishing village into a tropical paradise without losing its authentic charm. The crescent-shaped beach stretches for about a kilometer, framed by swaying coconut palms that lean out over golden sand. A distinctive feature is Parrot Rock, a small rocky outcrop that juts into the ocean, offering panoramic views of the coastline during sunset. The waters here are among the world's best spots for blue whale watching, particularly from November to April, when these magnificent creatures migrate along the coast. Secret Beach, tucked away in a hidden cove, requires a short trek through jungle paths, but rewards visitors with pristine waters and natural swimming pools formed by rock formations. The beach's position creates perfect conditions for surfing, with waves suitable for both beginners and experienced surfers. At night, the shoreline comes alive with small beach bars illuminated by lanterns, while local fishermen still practice traditional stilt fishing at dawn and dusk. Kandy. Nestled in a valley surrounded by misty mountains, Kandy was the last capital of Sri Lanka's ancient kings. The sacred Temple of the Tooth takes center stage, housing Buddhism's most venerated relic, a tooth of the Buddha in a golden casket. Built in 1595, the temple complex features intricate Kandyan architecture, with its golden-roofed shrine drawing thousands of white-clad pilgrims daily. The city wraps around Kandy Lake, an artificial water body created in 1807 by the last king, Sri Wikrama Rajasinghe. The Royal Botanical Gardens at Paradania, established in 1821, showcases over 4,000 species of plants, including a rare collection of orchids. Kandy's cultural importance peaks during the Esala Perahera, a 10-day festival where elaborately decorated elephants parade through torchlit streets. The city's sacred status earned it UNESCO World Heritage recognition. Traditional arts still thrive here, with workshops producing intricate wood carvings and elaborate Kandyan dance performances held daily. Horekatiya Bay. A horseshoe-shaped bay on Sri Lanka's southern coast, Horekatiya represents the perfect blend of surfing paradise and tropical tranquility. The bay's unique shape creates two distinct surf breaks: a gentle beach break, perfect for beginners on one side, and a more challenging reef break that attracts experienced surfers on the other. Ancient palm trees line the shore, their trunks curved at impossible angles from years of sea breezes. Unlike many southern beaches, Horekatia's protected position means it's swimmable year-round, with calm waters in the bay's center, even during monsoon season. The surrounding jungle hillsides house traditional Sri Lankan villages, where life continues at a peaceful pace. Morning light reveals local fishermen launching their traditional wooden boats from the beach's eastern end. The bay's underwater topography includes coral formations that attract colorful fish, making it an excellent spot for snorkeling. Dambulla Cave Temple. Located atop a massive granite outcrop, the Dambulla Cave Temple rises 160 meters above the surrounding plains. Dating back to the 1st century BCE, these 5 caves serve as one of Buddhism's most elaborate and best preserved temple complexes. The caves house 153 Buddha statues, 3 statues of Sri Lankan kings, and 4 Hindu deities. Most striking are the cave ceilings, covered in intricate frescoes spanning 2,100 square meters, depicting key moments from Buddha's life and Sri Lankan history. The first cave, called the Cave of the Divine King, features a 14-meter reclining Buddha carved from solid rock. The cave walls still bear traces of paint from the original artwork created over 2,000 years ago. The drip ledge, carved into the rock above the caves, ingeniously diverts rainwater to protect the ancient artwork. The largest cave, known as the Cave of the Great Kings, contains 16 standing and 40 seated Buddha statues. Polonnaruwa. An ancient capital that thrived between the 11th and 13th centuries, Polonnaruwa represents the pinnacle of Sri Lankan architecture and engineering. The city's centerpiece is the Galvihara, where 4 massive Buddha statues were carved from a single granite wall, including a reclining Buddha stretching 14 meters in length. The Parakrama Samudra, an artificial lake covering 2,500 hectares, still serves as a testament to the sophisticated irrigation systems of ancient Sri Lanka. This vast reservoir, built in the 12th century, continues to provide water for both agriculture and wildlife. The Vatadagi, a circular relic house, features 4 entrances guarded by elaborate stone carvings, while its central dagoba was once crowned with a golden pinnacle. The Lankatilaka Temple rises 17 meters high, its walls still bearing traces of the white plaster that once covered its brick structure. The audience hall features unique carvings of dwarfs, lions, and elephants on its columns, while the nearby Royal Palace complex includes a massive 7-story structure that once housed 1,000 rooms. Arugam Bay. Curving along Sri Lanka's east coast, Arugam Bay has earned its reputation as one of Asia's premier surfing destinations. The Main Point Break, simply called Main Point, draws surfers from around the world between May and October, when consistent waves peel perfectly along the headland. Elephant Rock, a short distance south, offers both a challenging surf spot and frequent sightings of wild elephants that roam nearby La Hugala National Park. The bay's arid microclimate means less rainfall than the rest of Sri Lanka, creating ideal surf conditions throughout the season. Traditional fishing boats still dot the shoreline at sunrise, while the nearby Potuville Lagoon hosts an array of bird life, including painted storks and rare raptors. The village retains its laid-back atmosphere, despite its international surfing fame. Ancient Buddhist ruins hidden in the surrounding jungle reveal the area's historical significance. The waters near Whiskey Point, another popular surf break, are known for their phosphorescent plankton that create natural light shows at night. Anuradhapura. Once a grand religious capital that reigned for over 1,000 years, Anuradhapura stands as Sri Lanka's most important ancient Buddhist city. The Jetavanaramaya Dagoba, built in the 3rd century, was once the world's tallest brick structure at 122 meters, requiring bricks that could support the weight of 93 million others. At its heart grows the Sri Mahi Bodhi, the world's oldest documented tree, planted in 288 BCE, from a cutting of the original Bodhi tree under which Buddha attained enlightenment. The Abhayagita monastery complex once housed 5,000 Buddhist monks and sprawled across 200 hectares. Its massive Dagoba, second only to the pyramids of Giza at its peak. The Ruanwelisseya stupa, gleaming white and perfectly proportioned, remains an engineering marvel with its precise hemispherical dome. The Thuparamaya, the first Dagoba built in Sri Lanka, houses relics of the Buddha and showcases the earliest Buddhist architecture on the island. The city's sophisticated irrigation system included the Tisaveva and Basawaklama reservoirs, which still supply water to local farmers. Tangal. A serene stretch along Sri Lanka's southern coast, Tangal combines pristine beaches with historical significance. The coastline alternates between sheltered coves and exposed bays, where waves crash against rocky headlands worn smooth by centuries of ocean spray.